Hi, I'm Samantha. I've got two kids with autism. He's 9 and she's 8. Well, they both got diagnosed in 2010. I took my son to the 3-year-old health nurse for a checkup, and she said my son's not focusing on the assessment she was doing, and I just turned around to her and said, "You're having a lousy old day." From there we went to the 4-year-old kinder. 4-year-old kinder teacher said, "Look, your son's not focusing, something's wrong." I went, "No, you're having a lousy old day too." This is the second time someone said something, so I went, okay, where do I go? And they've gone, "You've got to go and have a speech assessment done." So I went and had a speech assessment done, and my son used to stutter all the time. His scores were low, so from speech we went to see a psychologist and we got the ball rolling from there. We got diagnosed with autism, and then we constantly went to speech sessions. We got told from the speechy to find an OT, so we found an OT. They gave me a list of a few names to contact. With the OT's help, the psychologist's help, the speech's help, and the kinder support, things were falling into place for him. Before he even got diagnosed, he was quite sick. He ended up having a seizure at 2.5, febrile convulsion, due to a sore throat and fluid in the ears. Since then, he's had a lot. He's had 3 febrile convulsions with high fever. If his temperature goes up to 38, I don't take him anywhere. I keep him home because he's going to have a seizure. He's had these adenoids and turbulence done, second turbulence and adenoids done. He's had a lot done. And hospitals are his second home, and he knows exactly where we park at the hospitals now and exactly what activity rooms are available to him as well. And not only that, it took me 3 years to toilet train him. 3 long years. Even now, we're just getting told, he's now 9, he's getting told that he does have a bowel condition on top of everything. So yeah, he's got the autism, he's got the ADHD, he did have sleep apnea. Sleep apnea's disappeared because of the second adenoid turbulence operation, which is a great help because I thought he may need to go on oxygen. He's coping okay. He doesn't like, because he's had the 2 lots of adenoids, grommets done, he doesn't like loud noisy places. He'll put his fingers straight in his ears straight away. Even our next door neighbour, they had an 18th birthday party. They did tell us that we're going to have a party in the backyard, and my son came out ready for bed and said, "I can't stay here. We need to get a new house. We need to do it now." It's like, no, we can't do that. He's at school now. He's doing fine. He's got level 3 funding. So level 2 funding at the moment. We're trying to change his aid funding to level 3 or level 4 if possible. So level 1, you get a few hours of aid funding at school. He's got level 2, so he gets about 15 hours of aid funding. She'll sit there and not really guide him in a way, but she will sit at a table where he is to tell him how to do his work, and doesn't focus on him because the other kids will notice. So she sits at the table with a few there. He has his moments. He used to come home and have real big meltdowns if we've had a big day out and won't talk to me. He'll lie there and just needs to hold on to me. I'll leave him there, let him lie on a pillow, put his weighted blanket on top of him, put his music, soft calming music on him, and just let him go. He'll be there for an hour or 2. She's got a lisp, so every time she talks, people misunderstand what she says. But now that's slowly disappearing, which is good. Because when she was born blue, so she was on oxygen for 48 hours. So that was hard for her, and half of the time I still think she's got some cerebral palsy there, and they've said no, she hasn't. But yeah, because she can get so clumsy. She's ended up having 2 fractures, fractured collarbone and a fractured foot. So she used to fall over walking down the street to kinder up to 4 or 5 times a day, pulling out band-aids. Instead of band-aids, she was pulling out bandages. Last year I got told my daughter needed a audio processing assessment done, so we went through the ENT to do that, and then we went through an educational psychologist. She needs an audio processing machine to listen to the teacher, and I got told from the assistant principal there, "Oh, no, she doesn't need it. Your daughter will stand out. She'll get noticed. And I went back to her specialist and they said, move her out of that school now. She's not getting the help she needs. She's not getting the right support. And since we've changed schools, because they said she wouldn't survive in grade 2, she's gone up 4 reading levels so far this year. She's really coming out of her shell and she's getting the help and support. And even at this school, they've got a disability support group happening as well. So the mums can just meet up after school drop off at 9 o'clock and have a cuppa. Speech sessions cost up to $170 for 45 minutes. And if you have 2 kids with disabilities, running from appointments to appointments, you've just got to find the money. That is a big issue. Yeah, people actually refinance their houses just to do therapy sessions. I don't do ABA, but it's expensive. You've got to really do your research and really hunt around. When I had to find out an educational psychologist, I rang up one place. They wanted like $1,500 to do an assessment, and I went, no, I don't even have that much money to get that assessment done. What I have done, if I haven't found anything, I've contacted Autism Victoria and they've emailed me back a few names of different places that you could try. Even a psychologist, they will just send you out some names that you can try. Scopes out there as well, you can scope for help and advice as well. lifeAssist is great. They help me out, especially with funding. I rang them up and I was on a waiting list for some time and they said, yes, we'll be able to help you out. Did ask a few questions. How many kids with disabilities do you have? And I've said, I've got 2. And they said, yes, we can help you. Ended up getting weighted blankets from lifeAssist, a hammock for my daughter, some therapeutic headphones as well, so which is quite helpful. And then they're there to talk to, someone to talk to when you're not too sure which path you should go down. I want to get my story out there, let others know that it's not a scary place. You've just got to look around, do some research and accept help where you can take it. There's a lot of people out there and they've been in the same situation as you. It's really not scary.